Welcome back to CLEAT News. I'm Rita Ostrander, bringing you the latest law enforcement updates. Detective Manny Ramirez was sworn in yesterday as president of the Fort Worth Police Officers Association. Detective Ramirez took the oath of office following the resignation of the former president. CLEAT officials were present to congratulate Detective Ramirez, and we also presented Anthony White with the Ludwig Bruno Award. On March 7th, CLEAT department heads and coordinators met with the executive director to discuss CLEAT's future. The purpose of this quarterly meeting is to talk about future projects and overall strategy for the organization. Our focus is to make sure that our statewide operations reflect our core values. Austin Police Association is still battling with City of Austin over the Office of the Police Monitor. The judge ruled against the TRO that CLEAT filed, so we're hoping that Austin will come to an agreement before we're forced to file another lawsuit. We fully intend to enforce the rights of our members under the law. CLEAT President Todd Harrison stated the following message for our members. Although we are disappointed in the result of the hearing, CLEAT remains steadfast in its strong belief that the working conditions and rights of Austin police officers still matter. We will continue to pursue justice. However, we are still hopeful that a meet and confer agreement can be reached in Austin. Officers want a labor contract that is fair and just for both sides. CLEAT welcomes 2 new attorneys to our legal team. Bridget Brombaugh and Robin Trosper come to CLEAT with years of legal experience and are eager to get to work. Bridget will be working out of the Southeast office, and Robin will be working out of our Northern District office. The primary elections have come to a close. For an update on the wins, losses, and what to expect next, here's Executive Director Charlie Wilkeson.
CLEAT endorsed about 100 races, and I believe that when the final tally was done, we were wrong in about 8 of those, and that's a really good number to have, considering that we endorsed in some pretty controversial races to make a point that we're tired of legislators running counter to law enforcement issues and running against officers' rights and trying to destroy dues checkoff and retirement. As far as statewide goes, CLEAT has a long history of being involved in statewide races, and we declined this time to become involved in the primary season. So like Texas Association of Business and some others, we decided that we'd like to let the Republican voters make their choices and let the Democratic voters make their choices, and then we'd visit with the folks in the fall, and that's where we're kind of headed. It looks like to us that the overall past history of CLEAT's involvement is right where we want it to be. We were the first to lobby the legislature. We were the first to have a political action committee, first to make a contribution to elected officials, first to endorse candidates, and so that's what you'll continue to see with CLEAT and CLEAT PAC as we head on toward the fall. We're going to meet with everyone that's going to run for governor. We're going to meet with the candidates who want to talk to us, who are running for lieutenant governor, and we're going to ask them the same hard questions that we'd ask a city council member, a county commissioner's candidate, or anyone else in the legislative process in Texas. We're going to ask them how they feel about collective bargaining, meet and confer rights. We're going to ask them how they feel about civil service for officers. We're going to ask them where they stand on retirement issues of earned retirement. And so we're not going to hesitate. We don't owe the politicians. We're not owned by the state training grants or any other issues out there where unions get turned around. And we're going to have our options all open, and we're going to do the right thing as far as endorsing for the officers we represent.
Runoff elections will be held on May 22nd. Thanks for tuning in to CLEAT News. Like and subscribe the links in the description to stay up to date on all things law enforcement.